Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Don't Drive in It by the Asylum. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have fog in the grid, so most of the cells except these two are unrevealed. They're hidden by fog. So anything could be behind them, as long as it's in the rules. So we could have givens behind them, we could also have killer cages behind it. And the way we reveal the fog is by getting correct digits. So let's say I get this digit correct. I'm not going to try it. But let's say this was a 1 and it was correct. Then that cell and all the cells around it, so in a total 9, up to 9 cells get revealed with what's behind them. Now, that means you could just try in a cell 1 through 6 and reveal it, but that's not the point. It's a puzzle. You're only, what's the point in doing the puzzle if you're going to subvert it that way? So we don't do that. In addition to that, we do have killer cages in the grid. So some cells will be surrounded by dotted lines. In some number of cells surrounded by dotted lines, those are called cages. And then in the top left corner of a cage, there is always the clue, which tells you what the sum is. So whatever digits are in this cage sum to 3, whatever digits are in this cage sum to 4, for example. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, well, a 3 cage, we know this cage continues. It's not just one cell cage because there's no border at the bottom here. You can use anything you visually see. And so this is going to be a 1-2 pair this way because the only way to get 3 in 2 cells is with 1-2. 4 is the same. The only way to do it is with a 1-3 pair. So that 1-3 pair here is going to give us that this is 2 because it can't be 1 and this is 1 now. All right, that revealed a bunch. We do have a 6 cage here. So a 6 is going to be either 1 plus 5 or 2 plus 4. We can't do 3 plus 3. It repeats the 3. And we know that this can't contain a 1 because the 1 is here. So this has to be 2 plus 4, and the 2 tells us the order. This is 4, this is 2. And now we know these sum to 8. So actually, we could think about the ways to sum to 8, but I just want to show you a little trick here, which in this case maybe is slower, but it can be helpful, which is we know the sum of these. These sum to 7. 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7. And we know these two sum to 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. So we also know the entire box sums to 21 because it contains 1 through 6. And if you add 1 through 6, you get 21. So this cell is going to be 21 minus these 5 cells, which are 15. So this has to be a 6. And that leaves 3 and 5 here, which we could have also seen it had to be 3, 5. And that makes that a 1 and that a 3. So we could see what these two add to, for example. That might help with this 9. I know that the 9 is going to be 3, 6, or 4, 5, and these are going to be the other two, 3, 6, or 4, 5. So these also add to 9, but we can double check that. These add to 9 plus 3, because 2 plus 1 is 3. That's 12, and so to get from 12 to 21, we need 9, so that does confirm. These add to 9, and these add to 9. So if this was 3, 6, this 6 tells us this would be 3, 6 like this. If it was 4, 5, this 4 tells us this would be 5, 4. Now, if this was 3, 6, this would be the 3. Oh, this can't be 3 or 6. Ah, I missed that. So since this can't be 3, 6, this has to be the 4, 5, which leaves this to be the 3, 6. And that reveals a 10 cage. You can't put a 5 in a 10 cage. You need another 5. So this is 4, 6. In fact, 4, 6 is the only way to add to 10. That's a 5. Nice. This is flowing nicely. We need 1, 2, 5 here, and we need 4, 6 here. This is a 7 cage, but it could be a 3-cell 7 cage, as far as I can tell. Actually, no, I think it could be. So we don't know what goes there yet. This is a 6 cage. It could be a 1, 2, 3 all the way across, or it could be like 1, 2, 3 like this. Or it could be 2 cells, 1, 5, or 2, 4. So we don't know that. Maybe we have some Sudoku here. This is 1 and 4. This is 3 and 5. This cell, oh yeah, this cell's known. This is a 2. Okay. So this can't be 1, 2, 3 because the 2 is gone. So it has to be a 2-cell 6 cage. Can't be 2, 4, so it's 1, 5. 1, 5 pair gives us the 3 and the 5 here, and it also gives us the 4 and the 1 here. So this is 1, 5 with a 6 here, because this is 1, 5, so the 6 needs to go somewhere. That gives us this 4 and 6. And now down here we have 2, 3, 4. That's not 3, that's not 4. Very nice. This 3 is a 1, 2 pair. We get the 2 and the 1. That gives us the 5, the 3. These aren't 5. Oops, these aren't 5. That's not 3. So we need to add to 7. Without 1, 2. So without 1, 2, 3, 4 is the minimum, and that is already 7. So that's what we got to do. That's 3 plus 4. We get 5 and 3. We get the 2 and the 4, the 1 and the 2, the 5 and the 1. Down here we need 5 and 6, and we're done. Well, that flowed quite nicely, and it really nice use of the killer cages, including the outies here, where we couldn't disambiguate this, but by thinking about how these two added to 9, that did disambiguate by having the 3, 6 here. That was neat. And I'm glad I explained the outies for this, because that led us right into using the outies here. I didn't know that was going to happen, but that was neat. So yeah, this flowed really nicely. Nice puzzle, the Asylum. Really nice introduction to a lot of killer cage concepts. And fog always makes it fun. So hope you enjoyed this as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.